Hello and welcome to a brand new YouTube video about comics, and this time we're gonna take a look into B.P.R.D. Hell on Earth. Here on the screen you see all 3 hardcovers released so far in this series from Dark Horse. All these 3 books are released in 2018, the first book in January, the second volume released a couple of months ago, and volume 3 only 2 weeks ago. At least from the point where I'm making this video, of course. We're gonna look into all 3 books, and just starting with volume 1, which is this one right here. Ape Sapien at the cover, at the front of the dust jacket. This is the spine of the book with the beautiful yellow color, the logo, the title, and volume 1 there. The back of the dust jacket with some story, also the Dark Horse logo, and the price, of course, which is $35 US and 45.99 Canadian dollars. The inside of the dust jacket gives us some information about the story itself from BPRD and the writers, with of course Mike Mignola. And this is the hardcover itself, just plain black with a silver logo on it, which is beautiful in your bookshelf, of course. The back is just plain black. Time for a bird view, and we're gonna take a look into the art of the book. When we open volume 1, we see another pitch black page, followed by another one with the yellow title on it. Hell on Earth, Volume 1 by Mike Mignola. Mignola? I don't know how to pronounce that. And we're getting some introduction by John and a forward by Mike Mignola. And of course, after that, the contents from this book, Volume 1, which is around 430 pages with lots of extras. Starting with New World, Chapter 1, Ape Sapien on the cover. I will scrub through the book, not page by page, of course, because that will be a little bit on the spoiler side. Won't give you any spoilers, I promise. I just started reading Volume 1. I am halfway through it. And so far, I really like the story and the art. It's beautiful. There are some different artists in this book, but you won't notice it because they are different artists. But despite that, the overall ambience is the same, so it has the same vibe, you know? I'm just going through the first story arcs of this Hell on Earth series. Haven't read any other BPRD stories yet. I know that there is a story called Plague of Frogs, also a 4-part story, which I didn't read. And of course you have Hellboy, which started the whole universe. And I heard some good things about it, so one day I should start reading that as well. Let's dive into the extras of Volume 1 of the Hell on Earth series. And these books do give you a lot of extras, actually. Here you see some sketches. Some pencil pages. Hellboy the man himself in the mix. And that's about Volume 1. Here is Volume 2 of the BPRD Hell on Earth series. With, of course, the dust jacket, the same yellow spine, and the back of the book is about the same. Just another image, of course, at the bottom. And the actual hardcover is the same as well. Just plain black with the silver logo on it. And then again, time for the art inside. BPRD Hell on Earth Volume 2. The same pitch black title page. With some of the artists and writers. Introduction, of course, and the contents. Lots of contents in this volume. It starts with The Devil's Engine, Chapter 1, of course. And again, I'm just scrubbing through the book to give you an idea of the art. The art in this volume is pretty consistent. Then again, don't know anything about the story, just started reading Volume 1, so haven't read any of this. And maybe you can already tell that the overall feeling of the art is the same in both Volume 1 and Volume 2, so that's a pretty good thing if you ask me in regarding to reading the book. There's Hellboy. Got some Nazi stuff. At least it looked like that. Some spread pages. Wow, nice art here. Let's take a look at the binding, which is pretty tight on volume 2. And I believe it's the same at volume 3, so it won't open at the beginning. You have to push the pages back, and the same goes until the end. But because this book has a lot of extras, you won't notice that. The extras of this book, same sketch pages, some about the art process of the characters, some variant covers here, and that's about it for volume 2. And that means 2 down and 1 to go. And here is volume 3, the last volume released so far, with the same yellow spine and of course the back of the dust jacket, with a part of the story, some testimonials, etc. And like the other 2 volumes, just a black cover with silver text on it. Let's take a look into the art of the latest volume, volume 3 of the BPRD Hell on Earth, from the pages of Hellboy. Just the same introduction stuff. I mean, not exactly the same introduction, of course, but you know what I mean. Same style. And Scott Alley did the introduction for this book. Here are the contents included, and then we start with Wasteland Chapter 1. And this volume starts with a little different art style, which continues until page 100. And then we see the same kind of art like volumes 1 and 2. Wow. I really, really want to dig into this. Can't wait to finish volumes 1, 2, and 3. And of course, there are 2 volumes coming up. Volume 4 is coming in January 2019 here in Europe. And Volume 5, I think that's the final version, will release in March, I believe. So, much to look forward to. And here we get into the art we know from the previous volumes. And BPRD stands for the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense, by the way. Wow, nice looking art here. Lake of Fire, Chapter 4. I actually recognize this character from Volume 1. Wow. I have to scrub through a little faster because I don't want to spoil anything for myself as well. Wow, that looks great. And what I like the most about this book is that sometimes they don't have any text, just images, and they speak for themselves. It's getting all clear just by images, which is brilliantly done by the artists. And let's take a look into the extras of the final volume released so far. Wow, that was a nice image of Ape Sapien. Some character development here as well. Hazmat. The hazmat suits. Some more information about some characters inside. And I'm really wondering what you think about the content you just saw in this video, about the first 3 volumes of BPRD. Do you want to read these after seeing this video? Do you already know the story? Or do you think this isn't just your style? Which is okay, of course. Just let me know everything about that in the comments below. And that's it for this video. I've got more comic book related content coming your way, and I already have some on my channel, about the Deathstroke Omnibus, for example. Just leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Take care.